We all have crabs.
The mind-blowing has begun. Amazing secrets have been revealed. Fantastic prophecies have come true, and others are yet to be discovered. That was only the beginning. Today, we dig deeper. What started with a bang continues with a series of explosive revelations and first-look demonstrations. We will bring you face-to-face interviews with the giants of gaming and exclusive from the titans of the console world. Once again, we climb to the peak of the gaming mountain that is E3 for a one-of-a-kind insider's look that only G4 can bring you. Which games will prove to be the big moneymakers and must-have titles of the year to come? Watch now and find out. G4 is back with Day 2 of E3 08 Live.
Presented by Wendy's. Of course, we're on G4. I'm Kevin Pereira. Joining me is Olivia Munn, Adam Sessler, and Miss Morgan Webb.
That's right, guys. E3 is invite only, so G4 is the only place to go for live day-long coverage of all the action. We've got 3 hours of interviews, floor reports, and of course, all the latest news, and most importantly, all those live hands-on demos.
Yes, you will see
right
the
here.
games you want to see.
Now, this year, as we said, it's all about the games. We're not watching teaser trailers and wasting our time speculating about future consoles and obsessing over gossip. We'll play the best games here and show you what they're about.
We will be talking to every big game developer, so sit tight, just relax, and get ready to see all of the games headed your way in the very near future. E3 08 Live Day 2 has begun.
And it's a big one coming up in this hour alone. We'll go hands-on with Far Cry 2, which is a reinvention of the series. And as one of the game's developers quite succinctly put it, there are no bleeping mutants in this game.
Then we'll open the pod bay doors and demo Dead Space, the new survival horror game from Electronic Arts. You'll learn the joys of strategic dismemberment.
Plus, we'll go hands-on with Crisis Warhead and hope that our puny TV monitors will be able to display the game's ridiculously high-res visuals.
G4 has every aspect of E3 covered. In fact, our floor reporters are already out there hard at work, or at least that's what they've been telling us. Well, let's check in with Zach Selwyn and see how he's doing.
Thanks, guys. I'm still out here combing the convention floor, bringing you the coolest games out here. And in just a second, I'm going to talk to our good friends from Midway about a game that brings the hurt back to football. I'm talking about Blitz the League 2. Over to you, Allison.
Thanks, Selwyn. I'm going to be looking at Golden Axe Beast Rider, which, yes, is the awesome Sega revival of Golden Axe. Really looking forward to this one. Kristen, what you got going on, girl?
Thanks, Allison. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a look at Tomb Raider. I'm very excited to see what Lara Croft is up to. And then we'll be checking out Capcom's holy shrine of virtual combat, Street Fighter 4. It's all coming up real soon. Over to you, Chris.
Thanks, Kristen. All right, so I'm here in front of EA Games, and in a minute we're going to take a look at Skate It, which is a spin-off of Skate, but now they've migrated it to the Wii. Totally use a balance board in a totally skatey way, and you will like it if you love good times. But right now, let's kick it Blair style.
Thanks a lot, Chris. I'm out here rocking out with my, well, you know what I'm rocking out with. Now, coming up in a little bit, we're going to bash some Orc Skull in with Warhammer Online, but for now, let's take it back to the stage.
Thanks, Blair. My straps are high. Later on, we'll be checking in with Flitz, our fan on the floor, but first, let's hit the jungle for Far Cry 2. Now, if you're a fan of the first game, you might be surprised by what's in store this time around.
Far Cry 2 isn't what you'd expect from a big-budget sequel. Protagonist Jack Carver and the original game's tropical setting have been removed completely. This new adventure takes place in Africa and allows you to control several different characters in a vast, open-ended landscape. You get to decide who you're fighting and why. With a rumored 50 hours of gameplay to be had, it might be wise to clear your schedule this fall.
All right, joining us today for this very special hands-on demo, Ubisoft creative director Clint Hawking is here. How are you, Clint?
Hey, how you doing? Good.
Doing very well. I'm excited to see this. We chatted briefly before the show got started. I'm like, so, where's the island this time?
Yeah, it's not
no
an island.
Where's the protagonist? Gone. What's going on with Far Cry 2?
Well, we decided we needed to change everything up that needed to be changed. We decided to stick with the core of what Far Cry was, which was going somewhere that you'd never been before in a video game, that you never believed you would ever see in a video game. We're going to put you on the ground in 50 square kilometers of fully open African terrain.
with the savannah, the jungles, the lakes, the rivers, the deserts. You're free to go anywhere you want and play the game any way you want to play.
And this Africa, I'm assuming, is a little bit different than the PlayStation 3 exclusive Africa. We're not just roaming the Serengeti, taking snapshots.
We do have animals for sure, but it's not a picture simulator.
Right.
This
You've
is
got assault rifles.
Absolutely,
for those animals.
assault rifles, flamethrowers, rocket launchers, mortars, everything you need to do the job.
Well, so what are we seeing right here, Clint?
So John's playing over here, and he's actually just attacking a pipeline here. He's been hired by one of the two factions, the APR, to destroy a pipeline that the UFLL is using to pump fresh water out of the country in order to sell that for guns and ammunition.
So he's chosen to do this mission for this faction?
Absolutely.
He's certainly not forced to play for a certain faction.
Absolutely not, that's right.
What are these two factions, and how do you actually select your missions and get to interact with them?
So the APR is the Alliance for Popular Resistance. The UFLL is the United Front for Liberation and Labor. They're both propagandistic jerks. They're not here to restore order and establish government.
Right.
They're here to take all the resources they can, pillage everything, and leave. And you're here with one mission alone. That's to hunt down and kill the Jackal. He's an arms dealer who's selling guns to both sides. And you're going to need to play these two factions against each other, manipulate them, play both sides against the middle, figure out what they know, take out the leaders, take out their lieutenants, their captains, and then ultimately
try to kill birds with RPGs. Oh man, or just take out the entire village. Well shot, my friend. All right, so you say, Far Cry, of course, known for being open-ended.
Absolutely.
How do you make a game even more open-ended? Because I'm told Far Cry 2 takes it to the next level.
Absolutely. The original Far Cry gave you this feeling of being in an open world. Very wide levels, but ultimately a series of levels. What players really dreamed about was, I really want to be able to go where I want on this island. And we said, yeah, that's what we want too. We want you to be able to go where you want, play the way you want. So it's an open world. I mean, think like GTA open world, but with like the shooter mechanics of Call of Duty. You got the best of both worlds. You got all the action plus all the freedom to explore and play how you want to play.
Well, you can't have shooter mechanics without something to shoot.
Absolutely.
So weapon-wise, what's our loadout here at Far Cry 2?
We have over 30 different weapons in the game.
You even have these little,
absolutely,
little different loadouts here. It looks like I'm reading a menu.
Yeah, exactly. It's something we designed for E3, like to give players a chance to say, I want to play with the professional loadout, using like an assault rifle like that and a guided missile system, or you want to play with a flamethrower and a fully automatic shotgun. It's really just to give you different flavors of how you can play. Like I said, over 30 different weapons, all of them wear down over time. You can misfire and jam. You got to manage all that stuff yourself.
One thing that we could barely manage last time was my PC. It could barely manage to play Far Cry. I mean, is this going to just bring most modern day rigs to a crawl? Because I know it's 360 PS3 as well.
Absolutely.
So what kind of PC am I going to need to handle?
The game is the same on all platforms for sure. And what we're saying right now, we haven't announced our min spec yet, but I can tell you with confidence that I saw the game running, looking as good as this on a very high end. It was a last generation Pentium 4 single core with a 6800 in it just last week. I'm not telling you that's our min spec, but I can confidently say our min spec is going to be a very reasonable three-year-old PC. So we don't. And you're going to be able to play it on a DX10 like Vista rig with a quad core if you want.
No need to hit the local aquarium for tubes so we can water cool something. Like it'll probably run. I just saw a vehicle a couple seconds ago. I mean, vehicles are one of my favorite aspects of Far Cry. Sure. They're making a comeback.
Yeah, I think we have 9 or 10 different vehicles in the game. I forget the number. There's so much stuff. But yeah, we have Jeeps, we have Rovers with mounted weapons on them, different kinds of boats, a hang glider. We've licensed a couple of Jeep vehicles from our Jeep partners, the Jeep Liberty and the Jeep Wrangler. So you get to take like the real, authentic, like off-road four-wheel drive vehicle into the four-wheel drive environment. Here, John's bringing down another guided rocket into this fuel depot here. He's starting a fire. One of our big features is fire propagation. All of our assets, all of our trees and our grass are dynamic assets. If you start a fire, the fire will propagate into the grass. It will get into the trees. All of the trees will burn procedurally.
Look at that. Yeah. I mean, I was going to just note the physics and the debris flying through, but the fact that fire is going to
structures are going to catch fire. Yeah, absolutely. It spreads in the direction of the wind.
So potentially you've got an ammo issue and you're hitting a village. One rocket or one spark of fire could be enough to take out the entire village.
Absolutely.
And the AI is assuming going to react.
Yeah, the AI, the first thing they see a fire, they run towards it. What can we do? Of course, they can't do anything. It's a grass fire, man. Right. It kills animals by the millions every year. They fall back, the fire gets out of control, and then you can use that to cut off their escape, flank them, maneuver on them, and finish them off.
So a variety of ways to approach any situation, a variety of vehicles, variety of weapons. What about the characters? I'm told there's like 9 different characters.
So there are 12 different buddy characters, of which from 9 of them, you can choose one to be your avatar. There are 3 that you can't pick. and the other ones go on to dynamically populate the story of the game. You need to unlock them by rescuing them from whatever predicament they're in, and then they're going to offer you alternate ways to do missions. And if you die in battle, they're going to come in, they're going to pull you out off the ground, drag you behind cover, patch you up, give you their sidearm, and then they're going to be there in play. If they get killed, they're gone. You lose that character forever. So you need to keep them alive. They're
Or
going to
quick save every 3 seconds, because that's going to be tragic if that happens. Any special abilities for these characters?
No mutant powers, no magic. I'm going to say it again as loud as I can.
Let's get it out there.
No psychic powers, no nothing. You know, the only powers you have at disposal are just your determination and your blood and sweat.
And what about multiplayer, though? I mean,
we're not talking too much about multiplayer. You got to leave me with something to talk about next time.
Well, can we drop a little bit?
I'll give you a little teaser. We are going to have probably the best level editor you're ever going to see on PC as well as on 360 and on PS3. Users can make maps for themselves in just a few hours that look as good as what you're seeing on the screen right here.
Wow.
And they can share those maps, obviously online on PC, but also over the PlayStation Network and on Xbox Live. So you're going to see all ranked and rated 4- and 5-star maps within 48 hours of launch.
Clint, that sounds fantastic. I can't wait to set brush fires in my friend's beautiful creation. Clint, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks,
showing off Far Cry 2. I mean, it looks absolutely incredible. Well,
all right. Thank you.
Right now, let's head on over back to Olivia.
You guys, we've got a nice setup here, but if you stay in one place, you might miss something. That's why we have our team roaming the show floor, bringing you every game we can find. Let's check in right now with Kristen Holt, who's got the latest adventures of Lara Croft.
Hey guys, I'm here with Eric Lindstrom, Creative Director of Tomb Raider Underworld. How's it going, Eric?
Very good.
Good to see you. So tell us, what kind of adventure is Lara taking us on this time?
It's epic. She's going all around the world. Central American jungles, the Thailand coast, even the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea.
And where is your favorite place to go in the game?
Well, she's going very far north, but I can't say how far.
Very interesting. Okay, now the first few games were really action heavy, and then you had to rely more on Lara's agility. Where does this one fall in the mix?
We wanted to do both, so there's a lot of very heavy-paced action adventure, but there's a lot of exploration, a lot of player-driven momentum. It's very fun.
Okay, cool. I'm glad it's relying on both. That sounds great. Are there any new moves that Lara can do this time?
Loads. She can balance walk on beams, she can wall kick, she can chimney jump, she can even split up her guns and fire at 2 different enemies at the same time. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Sweet, like that's what I think of when I think of Lara Croft too, is like the dual gun and just like shooting everywhere. So nice addition to the game. What do you think people love so much about Lara Croft as a character?
She's a great character. She's unique in the whole landscape. She is strong, she's independent, and she goes places no one else goes.
All right, very cool. What are you most excited to show fans with this game?
Everyone really responds the most to the big epic environments they get to explore and how they get to open these giant tombs and see what's inside.
It sounds so interesting. All right, guys, Tomb Raider Underworld. I know I'm very excited about it, so we'll be checking it out.
Wow, Crystal Dynamics has really saved that series. Thanks so much, Christian. We'll be checking in with everyone on the floor throughout the show.
The E308 live excitement continues right after the break. We'll take a look at Dead Space, the new sci-fi horror shooter from EA.
And later, we'll see if our hardware can handle Crisis Warhead. And then we'll come face to face with the ultra-tense zombie action of Resident Evil 5.
We've got more games, a few surprises, and all the latest news when E308 live returns. Get up to the second E308 news, exclusive videos, screenshots, and more at G4TV.com/E3.
E308 Live is brought to you by Wendy's. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's.
Hello.
Hey man, how are you? It's me. Give me a...
Just to say, I spoke to Mom this morning. Alright, cool. That's
No, it's basically...
What are you to tell me? Yeah.
really?
07.
Download free ringtones from today's hottest artists only at Motorola.com. The Rocker E8 exclusively at T-Mobile.
Hello, Moto.
21 on DVD.
You ever studied blackjack?
Jim Sturgis.
Whoa! There it is!
Kate Bosworth.
It'll be fun.
With Lawrence Fishburne.
Think you can beat the system?
And Kevin Spacey.
Welcome to the team.
21 on DVD and Blu-ray High Def July 22nd.
Unleash your inner rock star the Aerosmith way. Guitar Hero Aerosmith. Rated T.
The extreme power
power of Energizer E2 Lithium, the world's longest-lasting AA battery and high-tech devices. Energizer, keep going.
Mentos gum is irresistibly fresh. Buy your personalized pocket bottle at mymentosgum.com. Mentos gum, irresistibly fresh.
Hey stud, it's me. I can't stop thinking about last night. You were like so incredible. I feel like I should say thank you or something. What a difference. Hey Mr. Stamina. I can't stop replaying last night over and over in my mind. You totally wore me out.
30 to 70% of men are affected by stamina issues at some point in their lives. That's why we created Vivaxa. Call the number below right now to try Vivaxa absolutely risk-free.
Okay, Mr. Marathon Man, I'm practically stalking you now. We've never had a night like that before. It was like double overtime. Do you think it was the Vivaxa? Alright, I can't take it anymore. I'm coming home right now. Better get the Vivaxa ready.
Are you concerned about stamina? Well, maybe she is. Vivaxa can help give you the control to perform with confidence. Call right now to try Vivaxa absolutely risk-free. Plus, for a limited time, receive a free trial of Maxiderm. Call in the next 15 minutes for free upgraded rush delivery.
This August, X-Play's got game as Adam and Morgan travel the globe bringing you the biggest gaming conventions in the world.
You want to see them, and we've got them.
Starting with G4's fan-favorite award show, G4ia. Then on to Germany's Leipzig, Europe's battleground for console domination. And PAX, Washington's huge indie gamer culture party.
We just got done playing Metal Gear Solid 4. I gotta say, this is now one of the must-have games.
This August, X-Play's got game all month long starting August 7th. Part of G4's Stay Out of the Sun Summer.
How important would you say it is to actually read the Dead Space comic books before playing the game?
Well, it isn't that important. I mean, the whole reason for the comic is to learn more about the backstory.
Right.
It's really for the fan, people who are excited for the game. Basically, it's just, a way to get you to buy it, I would think. But do you like it when companies do that?
Well, I do, actually. I don't like it if they make you purchase it to understand what's going on in the game. Like
that's never good.
Yeah, if there's a major reveal in the game that you wouldn't understand as a major reveal unless you've read it in, the 6 series comic books or in a graphic novel, then no. But if it's a little added something, if it's for the fans, I'm all for it. I like the Halo novels. I'll probably read this one as well. Even for like a band like Coheed and Cambria, I'll read their comics to figure out what their lyrics are about.
Did you get to play with them recently?
Yeah, thank you, Rock Band, for that.
It's a big deal if you want to talk about it some more later.
No, yeah.
Fit some time
maybe during a commercial break. I think these people want to see games, though.
Yes, you guys want to see games, so welcome back to G4's live coverage of E308. It's okay to clap, you guys.
It's all right, yeah.
It's okay. We're live, but it's okay.
We're live inside the library that is the convention center.
There's lots of games. We like to quiet. We are here on day 2 of gaming's biggest show of the year, where all the new and upcoming titles are announced, displayed, and of course played.
Yes, teaser trailers and empty promises can go to hell, as far as I'm concerned. This year, it's obviously all about the games, and we have live demos for you all day long. Let's get to one now, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's go over to Adam for a hands-on look at a game that might make you lose your lunch.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I don't even like lunch. Electronic Arts has made a commitment to delivering new original IPs, and they're doing just that with Dead Space. The horror survival game looks something like Resident Evil meets 2001, which means we're definitely interested. Here's the world broadcast premiere hands-on demo.
This Halloween, Electronic Arts wants to scare the crap out of you with their new outer space horror game, Dead Space. Though the game's protagonist is named Isaac Clarke, don't think this will be some pleasant space odyssey. You have to take on a nasty group of aliens called Necromorphs, and the only way to kill them is through strategic dismemberment. So as you can guess, this game is gonna get real messy.
And joining us today is Chuck Beaver, senior producer from EA Redwood Shores. Thank you so much for bringing Dead Space. Absolutely. I'm really starting. I love this game. Now, where are we in the game right now with this demo?
We are in the middle of the story. It's chapter 6. We are entering the hydroponics deck. At this point, Isaac is trying to save his life. The ship is being converted into a habitat for the necromorph infection, and you are searching for these things called poison clouds. The crew has been transformed into these enemies that are belching poison gas into the ship, and essentially are going to kill him if he doesn't kill them first.
And obviously, we have some nasties here already. What are these creatures? Are they organic? Are they alien? What are they?
Right, so the creatures you're looking at, we call them necromorphs. They are the reanimated flesh of the dead crew. And as you start out the game, they start out pretty basic, and as you go, this infection begins to mature and mutate, and the enemies get much more involved and much more dramatically crazy and scary to encounter.
That was just awesome right there. Now, obviously, I want to come with what we saw there. The strategic dismemberment, we weren't joking. This is very important to the game. And this is not a zombie game. We got to shoot him in the head. What's the strategy?
Right. So most survival horror games, you have a headshot is very, very important. You learn that as a trick. We've taken that and kind of mutated it and made it our own idea. Strategic dismemberment is where you have to take all the limbs off the enemies in order to kill them at all. And in doing so, you're going to take off an arm or a leg, and they're still going to come at you, and eventually you have to take everything off of that enemy to kill him. And then as the game goes on, we mutate that some, and we ramp that mechanic, and we play with you quite a bit. Sometimes it's bad to do this mechanic we've taught you, sometimes it's surprising, sometimes it's all these other different things that go on.
Now, obviously, if you're going to dismember something, you better have the right tools to do it. So I can already see weapons that I'm not familiar with. Whoa, hold on, what's happening?
This is great. This is the melee combat. If you're not like keeping the enemies under control, they're going to come at you and essentially try to eat you and chew on you. And that's exactly what you saw there. You got to mash A to get out of it, and if you're lucky, you survive. You have enough health to make it happen.
Now, what's the gun that he's using? What are the types of weapons in the game?
Right. So this is Isaac Clarke. He's an engineer on a mining vessel. He's not all loaded out. These are all mining tools that are all part of the fiction. He's holding right now a plasma cutter, which essentially can change its orientation. You'll see him change the blades there. It's a small tool that you use to be cutting pieces of rock. It also happens to be very good at cutting limbs off of animated crew members.
Also, it seems like you didn't hesitate on the violence. This is easily the most violent thing I've seen from EA. Was there any trouble in getting this in there?
It was a big leap for us. We don't really do this kind of game, right?
Oh.
So going with full M was a really big deal for EA. And the nice thing is once you really embrace the M rating, as you can see, you can just go as far as your imagination can take you, and you end up in some really great places.
Yes, you clearly...
Check this out. This is going to be great. This is one of the crew members who has been affected to become a poison pot. He's got a very specific function. You can see his lungs on the back of his on his back. They're extruded out.
Oh, those are his lungs.
Yeah, he's having a really bad day.
Wow.
And so you're on this mission on this chapter is to go hunt all these down and kill them because they're infecting the ship. So it's a great example of the Necromorphs mutating.
Now, in terms of the controls, we have free camera control in this game.
Absolutely.
So it is a step away from a lot of things we were used to in our Silent Hills and our Resident Evils.
Oh, right.
And also, when we use it in survival horror, that also means that there's some limiting factors in terms of how much you can carry, or what are you using to sort of hinder the player to create that sense of tension against the enemy?
Yeah, absolutely. So you have a limited inventory to start with, and as you upgrade your suits, that goes up. The big thing we're doing, and this we can talk about the pause issue really quick. Like the game will pause, and you can go to the restroom. That's required by Sony and Microsoft to pause the game.
And me. I want to say that's required by me. My bladder's a little bit small.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Plus the game is going to make you need to go to the bathroom. The thing I'm talking about is the inventory screen itself does not pause the game. So when you want to go in and manage your health, or manage your stasis, or manage all these other pieces in your inventory, you're still playing, and you can't stop and like have a cheat in the game that way. So there's a lot of tension involved in that.
So you can't just switch weapons really from one thing to another that easily mid-combat.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to, if you want to recharge your stasis, you've got to go into your inventory and manage that. We do have a health button to manage that, but the inventory does not give you any kind of respite. You don't have any quick save in the game to like stop and rescue yourself.
Now, one thing, we've seen a lot of combat here, but I've also seen quite a bit of puzzles in this game. You do have a nice balance. What are some of those challenges we'll see there?
Absolutely. We have some of the game is designed around using his different mechanics in the future. He's got a kinesis module on his right hand, which is kind of like the forklift of the future. You grab things, you pull them in, you throw them back. He's got a stasis device on his left hand, which is essentially a projectile that slows time, and we've got puzzles that kind of incorporate both of those together.
And also, there's zero gravity, like where and that becomes a part of the puzzles, and I believe some of the boss battles.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, at D3, we're releasing the Leviathan boss battle. So you're on this ship, it's in space, and it's a very fragile environment. It's not like it's all settled and very firm. Gravity can go off at any time, the ship can depressurize, and when it does, your gravity boots allow you to jump from panel to panel throughout the ship. So you've got that as well for puzzles.
All right. Is there any other good tidbit that you want to make sure that we cover? Because I mean, there seems to be so much inside of this game.
Yeah, besides those mechanics, there's a great deal of just beautiful art, and when you're playing it, you need a 5.1 sound system all around, cranked up all the way. It's just going to sound really amazing.
Well, that's when I jump on my couch and pull my back. How much fun is it to design the creatures in this game? It just sounds like someone just sat there with a pile of mashed potatoes and went, I want the arm to go like this. I mean, how many people did this? Were they just kind of crazy?
Yeah, they were all pretty much insane. We have one guy that did it, Bimonot, did a lot of the enemy design. We actually went through several iterations. They didn't at all start out like this. And as we kind of got more and more sick and used to being sick and used to thinking in sick ways, all these different designs came out. And as you can see, we came up with some really disturbing ideas on how the enemies are going to work.
Well, you know what? Your sickness can only mean our benefit. I want to thank you so much for bringing the game, and I want to state this now. This is an original game. I know we mentioned some other ones out there, but this is completely original. All right, thanks for stopping by to show us Dead Space.
Thank you.
All right, take back over to Olivia, who will be running Expos all day long, getting your take on everything happening here.
Thanks, Adam. Now, this one is for all of you console fanboys out there. We want to know, what system will you buy Dead Space on? Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, or the PC? Tell us what you think at G4TV.com/E3, or if you've got a phone handy, and I'm sure you do, text E3 to 44898. We will be back later in the show with the results. Now, if you want swag or hands-on time with the latest games, you got to hit the show floor and walk around. So right now, let's check in and see what's happening down there with Blair. He's got the latest on Warhammer Online.
All right, I'm here with Mark Jacobs, the VP, GM, lead designer for Mythic Entertainment. The guy's wearing more hats than Boy George in the 80s, man. So Mark, Warhammer Online. A lot of people are suffering from the old Warcraft burnout, right? And they're looking to your game to be kind of the cure for what ails them. Tell me about it.
Okay, first, WoW, great game, but we're taking it to a whole new level. Our RVR combat, the same system that we originally came up with Dark Age of Camelot, which was hailed as the best RVR ever, we're taking that to the next level. We have open RVR, we have instanced RVR, we have so many different ways that players can fight each other, kill each other, get treasure from each other. You can work your whole way up from level 1 to the end of the game only doing RVR. And then the best part, the capital cities. These are the jewels in our crown. These are the biggest cities in any MMO. We have over 100 quests per city. They either go to the city, lead out from the city, and take place in the city. And once you unlock them, once you get to the capital city, once you start the siege, once you capture the city, you then get to burn the city. You get to take the enemy's leaders. You get more quests, more rewards, more renown. It's an amazing construct for an online game. Nobody has RVR like Warhammer, and nobody has capital cities like Warhammer.
Well, I just want to tell you thank you personally for finally providing me with the kingdom that I know that I truly deserve. This game sounds amazing. You guys be sure to check it out. Back to you.
Blair, thanks for that report from the floor. We're going to check back in with him a little bit later.
I'm excited about Warhammer Online.
Me too. I mean, I had many matches on my buddy's carpet with the figurines, and then when we get knocked over and you have to bust out the tape measure and get in fights. Not going to be a problem with this game, which is nice.
No, it's not. You know, actually, I play a lot of WoW, which people probably who watch X-Play have probably clued into by now. And it does take a lot for an MMO to think about making the leap to put the time into another MMO.
Yes, but the fact that you can take a city and then burn it to the ground and humiliate everybody in it, that's a nice touch.
It's kind of awesome.
Pretty sweet.
They actually, we had a segment on X-Play. They sort of sold me on it, so we'll see.
Good, I'm glad.
All right, GeForce E3 08 Live will continue with more demos all day long. Coming up, we'll go hands-on with the PlayStation 3's amazing platformer, Little Big Planet. You can't help smile when you say that.
Little Big Planet does a little mouth thing. It's awesome. And later on, we're going to talk to Mortal Kombat creator Ed Boon, the man responsible for you having absolutely no quarters during your childhood.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Plus, we've got Facebreaker, Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil 5, and Shaun White snowboarding. Don't change the channel, because E3 has all the games you want to see, and G4 is your only place to see them first.
Oh, Steve!
E308 Live is brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero, real Coke taste and 0 calories, and by ITT Technical Institute, providing you a place to prepare for your digital future.
From original creator Chris Carter, only one motion picture event could bring them back together.
Scully?
Mulder?
On July 25th.
Tell me what you see.
There.
The mystery.
My visions were God's work. Maybe it's not God doing the sending.
The truth.
I believe this man. You want to believe.
The movie.
It's him. Don't give up. Mulder!
The X-Files. I Want to Believe. Rated PG-13. July 25th. Only in theaters.
Now more than ever, you want to get the most for your money. Look no further than the 2008 midsize Kia Optima. 31 mpg, 5-star safety rated, backed by an industry-leading warranty, and it's priced about $3,000 less than a Toyota Camry SE. Or to put it another way, 3 years worth of electric bills less. The Kia Model Year-End Event. It's money well saved. Now get 0% APR or up to $3,000 cash back on the 2008 Optima.
Before you go back to school, make sure you see the scariest product placement movie of the summer. Instinct, only from Sprint. Featuring lightning-fast internet, starring killer texting, and with special guest voice-cued GPS navigation.
Find 125 Lake Drive.
Turn right 2 miles.
Going back to school? Get the new Samsung Instinct, now playing for just $129.99, only on the Now Network. Visit InstinctThePhone.com.
This is you after an energy drink. Unfortunately, so is this. Why do energy drinks make you crash? 1 minute you're wired up, the next you feel worse than before. The answer is large amounts of sugar and caffeine. That's why you should try a new liquid energy shot called 5-Hour Energy. With 5-Hour Energy, you can leave grogginess behind and sail through your day without feeling jittery, tense, or you know. That's because 5-Hour Energy contains a powerful blend of B vitamins for energy and amino acids for focus, alertness, and better mood. There's 0 sugar, about as much caffeine as a cup of coffee, and only 4 calories. The 2-ounce shot takes just seconds to drink, and in minutes you're feeling bright, awake, and productive. And that feeling lasts for hours. So if your energy drink makes you crash, switch to 5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now, no crash later. Find out if 5-Hour Energy is right for you. It's available at these fine stores. Or for more information, go to 5hourenergy.com.
Wrong end of the joystick stuck up in the handhold. You're in line for a pitfall, kid, you get owned. In terms of your 2-player mastery, this is once per scan line, not hide and seek. And I'm the pride of geeks who are shameless and brazen in their snobbery over whose console is most ancient and most Asian. Bootleg or legit, emulated rear projection on the side of a blimp. Elevated, point up, point out the pixels, but don't miss your button finger whip or snap of this old rapper will top your score with his best. Front already did a Polaroid attest. It's a nerd's world.
It's the train dance.
Yeah, we're just choo-chooing along, right?
Welcome back to G4's exclusive coverage of E308 Live. We've got all the games, all the developers, and all of the free pens with the names of game companies on them. Don't be jealous.
Yes, I'm going to write things. We are moments away from getting our hands on Crisis Warhead.
I know.
First, yes, let's go over to Kevin and Olivia for your take on E3.
Thanks, guys. What do you think Adam's going to write with those pens?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's going to choreograph more dance moves.
Oh, he's so good at those.
That was advanced.
You guys, because the show is invite only, trying to get in is an exercise in futility. We used up all our favors for Flitz, our G4 super fan. You guys remember him?
Yes.
He has too much energy.
He's back with even more energy today because he found the Red Bull stash. Bad idea. Let's welcome the virtual audience right now. It's powered by Stickcam. All right, first up tonight, we've got Brent coming from Florida. Brent, what's your question, buddy?
Yeah, what game did you change your mind about while on the floor at E3?
I don't know if I really changed my mind about something, but seeing Prince of Persia's new art direction was making a lot of people nervous. I know that for sure, but after seeing the game yesterday, right here, we were demoing it, we were just blown away. It looked great. The colors were amazing.
Yeah, I always worry about, an AI buddy system to worry about. It's like you have to protect somebody, you have to escort them. It looked completely solid in this one.
Yeah.
It looked like having 2 characters, but only really controlling one seemed like it was going to absolutely work. So that looked fun. But
you don't like the buddy system because you only care about yourself, Kevin.
Well, that's it. I'm a selfish pig, and even in the virtual world, I want nobody else hanging on. But, it didn't change my mind on the show floor, but the demo of 2 Human that was available on Xbox Live on Monday night, I beat it twice and went back to play it a 3rd time.
That's a good
game
sign
that
you can beat it so much.
Yeah, everybody on the forums, like on the Gaming Age and all these, they were so negative about it. And not only was Dennis the nicest guy in the world, his game is really awesome. People need to give it another chance because it's fantastic.
All right, let's get to our next question. It's Zach. Zach from Illinois has a question for us. Ask away, Zach.
Hey guys, I was wondering, what are your thoughts on the fall update for Xbox Live?
It looks like, I don't know, let me hear your opinion.
Okay,
first.
so fall update comes out and Microsoft says, hey, we're going to have avatars, right? We're going to give you the chance to customize a little character for yourself. And everybody says, hey, you're copying Sony, you're copying Nintendo. Listen, it's not like they were the first people to ever create avatars. But yeah, are they copying the Nintendo Mii but giving them legs that you can customize? Maybe. What matters here are the additional features that have come to the update. The partnership with Netflix, the ability to watch movies and share photos with your friends
you
and
don't
stuff
have to buy
in real
that
time.
Netflix box.
No, that's a big, huge deal, and I'm going to be signing up for Netflix just for that, so I think that's huge.
Well, let's thank our virtual audience for coming by. Thank you so much. But right now, let's send it over to Adam.
All right, Left 4 Dead is the new shooter from Valve, and we've got a world broadcast premiere look at what's in store. All right, here to talk about the co-op shooter is project lead Mike Booth. Thanks for dropping by. Come on, it's Left 4 Dead, guys. As you know, I'm already in love with your game. I did a Tesla soapbox called Left 4 Awesome because I think it's so cool. But you brought some new footage of the game, so let's take a look at it, and you can explain what awesomeness I'm looking at.
Right on.
So I think we're running it now.
Well,
anyway, once we get there. So we're almost at the cusp of finally playing Left 4 Dead. And what has this journey been like? Kind of, coming up there doing the co-op shooter where you're trying to, survive against the zombies, and everyone got excited last year for E3, and now it's finally happening.
It's been a long road. It's been very exciting, man. As you know, we've been working with Valve for a long time. We were Turtle Rock Studios the first of the year they acquired us. Now we're Valve South. So we have a whole lot more resources to address for Left 4 Dead, and as a result, we've been able to really rework all the art style, do all the kinds of things that we wanted to do, but we didn't have necessarily all the resources for. So it's still the same, survive the zombie apocalypse with your friends. It's all about the co-op. It's about replayability, but it's got a whole new look.
All right, now it looks like we got some stuff up right here. Where are we in the game right now?
So this is part of the hospital campaign. You start on the rooftop of an abandoned apartment building, and News Chopper 5 flies down and says, "Hey guys, I can't land, but if you can make the Mercy Hospital, I'll pick you up there." And they start your mile-long trek through zombie-infested city. But things you can see here, so Left 4 Dead has its own unique look.
This is a forest. We haven't seen this before.
Right. So now we're showing for the first time some of the outdoor environments. I tell you what, zombie hordes in the forest, whole different ball of wax. You really have to watch all sides. There are no walls to hem them in.
How expansive is the space we're looking at right here? I mean, could you get lost in the woods from your other companions?
Well, we try to not let you get lost, try to keep your friends together so you kind of see the silhouettes and whatnot. But there's a lot of foliage and deep brush. I mean, there could be a zombie like right there, and you can't see him because the trees are in your way. It's very, very claustrophobic. You feel, it's ironic, it's claustrophobic and it's expansive.
Now, I wanted to touch on one thing, which I just think is still very amazing. The way in which the game not only changes the AI based on how you're playing, but kind of the cinematic quality of the experience is also affected by if you're a strong team, if you're not as strong a team. Like, how would that work somewhere else here in the forest or anywhere in the game?
Well, we have the AI director, and it's watching what the survivors are doing. It's modulating the experience, not so much to adjust difficulty levels, to make sure that you have good drama. You have high points and low points. And then with the art pass that we've done, we really feel this is it's kind of a combination of a single-player experience with a multiplayer online experience put together. So everything feels very cinematic. Your characters talk.
Yes.
All that sort of thing.
Now, you also brought us another little exclusive. I believe it's a new trailer, and I think we're going to go watch this right now. So get ready, everyone. Yes.
So what you're seeing here, these are our new survivor concepts, right? So again, part of joining Valve is we were able to have a whole lot of new resources we didn't have before.
Right.
And we took a whole new look at Left 4 Dead and reconcepted things. So they're still the same characters, but you can see they have a much cleaner read.
Yeah, I must say it's a lot sharper there. So we wow. So you guys are still hard at work. But we're going to get the game this year, correct?
That's right, November 4th for PC and Xbox.
November 4th, PC and Xbox. Awesome. Mike Booth, all right, I think you have easily one of the most exciting games of 2008. I cannot wait to play it. Good luck to you, and I'll be playing your game as soon as I can.
All right, dude, thank you very much.
All right, and now let's just take it over to Kevin.
All right, thank you, Adam. After the break, our E3 coverage continues with a look at the high-tech action of Crisis Warhead. Plus, we're going to go hands-on with one of E3's hottest games, Resident Evil 5, and later, we'll get a look at a game that maybe even your girlfriend will love. It's Little Big Planet, and the Masters of Fatalities meet up with superheroes in Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. It's all coming up when G4's exclusive live E3 coverage returns. Stick around, everybody.
And here we go.
inside the most anticipated film this year, The Dark Knight, a G4 special preview, tomorrow at 8 after E3.
Prepare for the ultimate Stargate movie experience.
I am the new Sovereign. Be grateful.
I'll get right on that.
Join Major General Jack O'Neill and the SG-1 team as they face their greatest enemy.
I'm good.
Not good enough.
Stargate Continuum on DVD and Blu-ray High Def, July 29th.
Your teeth are a living part of your body. And over time, the enamel begins to weaken from the inside. But now you can help rebuild your teeth. New Trident Extra Care, the only gum with Recaldin, a unique form of calcium that penetrates into and strengthens tooth enamel. Trident Extra Care. Chew strong.
Having an issue with your deodorant? Try Gillette Clinical Strength Antiperspirant. With odor-fighting microcapsules and wetness protection, that's 34% better than a prescription product. Gillette Clinical Strength Antiperspirant. Change your life, not your shirt.
I first saw this one when I was traveling through Prague. Geico probably thinks this is easy too. Dancing is good exercise. It works my glutes. Okay, America, I'll show you easy.
What if I told you there's a quick and easy way to get today's most popular stuff for free? All you need is internet access. Answer a few questions, then tell us where to send your free gift. It's fast, it's easy, and it's real. Thousands of people have already claimed their free gift.
I thought it was too good to be true. Then I got my free Xbox.
I got a free Xbox for my son.
An offer like this doesn't come around every day. Check out the website now and get your free gift.
Not doing what you want to do in life? There's a better way. Do what you love to do for a living. At the Golf Academy Schools, we're dedicated to preparing you for a successful career in the golfing industry. SDGA is an accredited golf career school that shares your love for golf. Call 1-866-588-SDGA now to get started on your path to a career in golf at one of our desirable campus locations. So quit just thinking about it and get out there.
When their parents got married, Dale and Brennan became stepbrothers.
I hate your guts.
You don't say that! From Adam McKay, director of Talladega Nights.
If you were a chick, who's the one guy you would sleep with?
John Stamos. Did we just become best friends? Yep!
Stepbrothers. Rated R.
Welcome back to E308 Live right here on G4. This is the only place to get all the E3 action as it happens, so keep watching and we will just keep giving. It's kind of a fair deal.
I would say that's fair. All week we're bringing you the latest game news, world premiere demos, exclusive interviews, and everything else we can get our mitts on. In fact, here's Morgan with an up-close look at one of the PC's best-looking games.
It's when Crysis burst onto the scene. It got rave reviews from gamers for its amazing graphics. Well, I mean, that is if your rig can handle it. Crysis Warhead is coming soon, and this time you'll look at the story with a whole new perspective.
Crytek's Graphics Showcase returns with Crysis Warhead. Slip back into your nanosuit and play a new adventure that parallels the story of the first game. Warhead will feature more open-ended action, advanced enemy AI, and amazing leading-edge visuals, courtesy of the optimized CryEngine 2.
Berndeemer, the producer of Crysis Warhead, is here to show us the game. Thank you so much for coming by.
Hey, Morgan. Glad to be on the show.
Thank you. Now, there's been a little bit of confusion. Is it a sequel? Is it an expansion pack? What is this game?
Warhead is a new installment in the Crysis franchise. So it takes place on the same island. It tells us a parallel story to the original game. And it shows that life on the other side of the island, as you can see, is a lot louder, faster, and more aggressive.
So who are you playing as?
You play Sergeant Sykes, well known from Crysis. You might remember him. He's the big, bald British bloke, and he has a tendency to, go right where the action is. So he likes blowing up stuff. And when we started doing Warhead, this is really where it all started. So we kind of, looked at the character who was really popular with the team, and we thought, what kind of game do we have to make so this guy would have fun? And the first thing we came up with is lots of explosions. So there will be plenty.
All right, well, let's talk about some of the weapons that he has that, make things explode.
Well, first of all, he has dual-wield SMGs, which is really cool. So amazing amount of firepower. We managed to get 3 new kinds of explosives into the game.
3 new kinds of explosives.
Yes, and he has a grenade launcher, which we're not showing yet, but I can promise it is epic.
That's gonna be a good surprise. So what are we looking at here? He's doing some hand-to-hand combat.
So this is one of the, let's say, crisis moments. You have a tiny little sandbox, you have enemies all around, and you have to figure out how you want to tackle them. You can use the nanosuit as usual. You can use speed, strength, and cloak to either, do the tactical approach, or you can run in and start shooting everything that moves.
And what kind of vehicles are we going to see?
All vehicles we had in Crisis, plus 2 new ones. One we show in the level we have here on the floor, which is sort of like an armored scout transport with a big gun. And the other one we're not saying yet.
I think he needs to shoot one of those quails. He let them live? What is that about? Is he an animal lover?
Apparently. Well, we have new animals, by the way.
New animals? What kind of animals you got?
First one, exclusively reveal here, is a rat.
A rat? Oh, do you get to shoot him?
You can shoot them. You can also pick them up and throw them at enemies.
I love that. Okay,
Yes.
what did you want to accomplish in this installment that you didn't accomplish in the first installment?
What we wanted to do is focus on 3 key areas.
Okay.
One was performance. So we gave our R&D guys, our engine wizards, a $600 PC with a price tag of $600 and said, you have to make sure that Void runs well on this machine.
That's just mean.
That's mean, and it wasn't easy. I have to tell you. And the second one is we looked at the AI, and we said, for this kind of game to work, it has to be a lot more fluid and more fast. So we wanted to have, that they don't hesitate, they immediately react to whatever you do, so they move a lot faster, they flank you. We looked at the alien AI specifically.
The enemy AI was tough in Crisis.
Yes, it was. It's supposed to be. But we have easy mode, which is really easy. So we try to, cater to both. The guys who just want to, or girls who just want to jump in and have fun, and also like
check it out.
Yeah, the top-end challenge.
Well, Crisis really became the benchmark of what your will my PC be able to play Crisis? What kind of specs are we looking at for this $600 PC?
We haven't released the actual specs yet, but as the price tag suggested, it's pretty affordable and gives you a great value. So we're gonna release the specs really soon on our website.
Okay, great.
But I cannot tell you yet.
All right, when are we gonna see it?
This fall.
This fall? All right. All right, thank you so much for taking us through Crisis Warhead. Let's send it back over to Kevin and Olivia.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Can't wait to shoot animals. In the game.
And in real life?
Once we're done here, G4 stay out of the sun. Summer continues with Comic-Con 08 Live. We're taking you inside San Diego's massive pop culture phenomenon. It's your what? Your prom?
My prom. I love it there.
What, are you going to sit against the wall of the conference in a metal chair and stare at everybody?
I have a dance card. Very exciting.
Good. I can't wait to pull it out.
What do we have? Unprecedented.
6 hours of live coverage right from Comic-Con.
And no one else gives you this kind of inside access to all the comics, movies, and of course stars like Samuel L. Jackson, Jamie King, Guy Ritchie, and Zack Snyder.
And Olivia Munn, who will be
And
spiking the
Kevin
punch at her Comic-Con prom. Don't miss G4's colossal live Comic-Con 08 coverage. That's classy. It starts July 24th and 25th. Check out G4TV.com/Comic-Con if you want info and updates.
You guys, your all-you-can-eat coverage of E3 continues after the break with big helpings of Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe and a juicy spoonful of Resident Evil 5.
Plus, we've still got a visit from Sean White coming up. He's going to show us his brand new snowboarding game.
Keep your iPod fed with the latest E3 08 videos. Download G4 Special E3 Podcast at G4TV.com/podcast. We'll have more from the LA Convention Center right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Sit tight.
E3 08 Live is brought to you by Comic-Con 08 Live. Comics, movies, and stars. July 24th and 25th, only on G4.
in 8 days. Carl Conrad, the coolest geek in the world, will be watching Comic-Con 08 live on G4 with exclusive coverage of the hottest movies, comics, and TV shows like Wolverine, Watchmen, Star Trek, Terminator Salvation, Heroes, Lost, and Star Wars: The Clone Wars. If the coolest geek in the world is watching, shouldn't you? Comic-Con 08 Live starts July 24th, only on G4.
Male enhancement. 5 years ago, few believed that this simple capsule could make a man larger. There was a lot of skepticism that a simple capsule could do such an amazing thing. A capsule that can make a man larger? But now, 5 years later, Extends has sold over 100 million capsules to men of all ages all over the world.
That's because the key ingredient in Extends has been scientifically proven to increase the size of that certain part of the male body. It's not a gimmick. It's real science.
Hello, I'm Dr. Stein, founder of the Stein Medical Institute, and I'm here to talk to you about Extends. Extends is a revolutionary tablet designed to do one main thing, to increase the size of that certain part of the male body and promote an overall better love life. I have personally researched the formula in Extends and found it to be truly effective.
We're so sure Extends will make you larger, we're going to give you a week's supply absolutely free. All you pay for is the postage stamp.
A week's supply of Extends for the cost of a postage stamp. If Extends didn't do something pretty amazing, could we afford to do this?
What have you got there, honey?
I ordered a male enhancement product called Extends.
Male enhancement. You mean like building more muscles?
No, you know, male enhancement.
Does that really work?
We're so confident that this will work for you that we'll make you this guarantee. If you don't see real noticeable growth, it costs you nothing.
This made me a heck of a lot bigger.
I've been really happy and I got bigger.
Well, what do you want me to tell you? It got bigger.
Right. Things become bigger.
And what are your results?
I'm bigger.
You're bigger and you're not embarrassed to say this.
Ah, no way.
We're so sure Extends will make you larger, we're going to give you a week's supply absolutely free. All you pay for is a postage stamp.
A week's supply of Extends for the cost of a postage stamp. Call now for your free week's supply of Extends. You have nothing to lose, but a lot to gain.
It may have been a messy divorce that suddenly cut your income in half, but not your bills. It might have been an injury, an illness, or your boss just cutting back your hours. It doesn't really matter how you got in over your head. It only matters that you are and that we're here to help. If you've got over $10,000 in credit card debt and you can't ever see breaking free, then call J. Warren Financial and do it now. Being in over your head is a vicious cycle. One day late, they charge you a late fee. Miss a payment, they double your rate. You just don't think it's fair, and neither do we. This is not bankruptcy or just a simple rate reduction plan. We fight for you using our proven experience and the insider programs the credit card companies try to hide.
If you owe at least $10,000 to credit card companies, you owe it to yourself to call J. Warren Financial at 800-768-6603. Just because you got in over your head doesn't mean you have to stay there forever. Call 800-768-6603 today, and we could be on your side tomorrow.
Welcome back to E308 live on G4. Day 2 of the game explosion that is E3 continues with more of what you really want. Live, hands-on demos.
Yeah, getting hit with shrapnel from this game explosion is actually kind of fun. It's like, oh, an exclusive right in my eye. Whether you rock a PC, 360, PS3, or a Wii, we are covering all the bases today. The only question left is how are you actually getting the money to buy all this stuff?
Who needs money when you have swag? Just ask one G4 superfan turned G4 correspondent. Flitz is on the floor trying to score choice E3 goods.
Hey guys, it's Flitz at E3. I've been running around all the floors trying to figure out where the sweet swag is. Well, Sony Online Entertainment delivers. They have all sorts of things maybe you need or want. They have the DC Universe Online leather-bound notebook. Comes with a DC Universe Online Batman pen. How's that for you? Yeah? They gave us a signal. It's Batman. You want something else? Oh, how about the agency pliers? Need to fix your bike? We got your solution right here. Comes with the light, okay? And they have the station bubble gum. Yeah, I like bubble gum. Don't you like some bubble gum? Tastes like Sony.
I didn't get any PlayStation bubble gum. I'm gonna be mad at Sony now. Well, thanks, Flitz. Don't be surprised when the other fans start to player hate. It's just jealousy. Let's send it over to Kevin.
You just player hated him on the bubblegum, though.
A little bit.
Okay, just making sure. All right, if you're a boxing fan, it doesn't get any better than EA's Fight Night series. But because of the fact that round 4 is still a bit of a ways off, what's a pugilist to do in the meantime? The answer is check out Facebreaker, of course. We've got an exclusive hands-on demo.
That's right, keep the applause going because joining us today is lead designer Todd Batty. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Olivia.
Okay, so we were looking at Facebreaker earlier, and we're looking at it right now, and what's so great about this is that it's very cartoonish, like over-the-top cartoonish, right?
Absolutely.
Like, why did you decide to design it that way? What inspired you?
Well, there hasn't been an arcade boxing game in the video game world in almost 7 years. I think Ready to Rumble in 2001 is the last one. So we really wanted to kind of reinvigorate that genre and just come up with something lighthearted. And it's all about expanding the EA Sports brand to be EA Sports Freestyle.
Is it more than just the look? Like, I mean, they actually swing, they're doing cartoony things, swinging the arm. And
yeah, beyond having boxing gloves and fighting in a ring, there's nothing boxing.
You got the look this way, punch this way.
Absolutely.
Now, what about the characters? Are there specific characters that we're going to be fighting with?
Absolutely, 13 different characters to fight with.
Okay.
Ranging from, the expected Ice is sort of a cool, calculating, he's actually a bus driver by day and a boxer, to Steve, who's a ninja boxer. He's invented his own brand of fighting called Ninja Boxing, yet he knows nothing about either of those things. He's learned everything he knows about fighting from watching television and playing video games.
And infomercials. That sounds like something you see on an infomercial.
Absolutely.
Ninja boxing.
We got Socks. He's crazy. He has sock puppets for gloves.
Well, okay, let's talk about Socks for a second, because all of these, you can customize your own character, and they all have their own moves, right?
Absolutely.
So like, what can Socks do?
Well, Socks' patented attack is called Shock and Awe. Socks' whole thing is that he's got these two puppets, and one's a white puppet and it's a good puppet, and one's a black puppet and it's the evil puppet. So the white puppet does this while the black puppet
pushes
you down low.
Okay, so we're seeing me, right? Because we can actually customize our own characters, and we actually put my face into here, and I'm more Latina than I normally am. And can we actually change my eyebrows? Is that possible? Because look at that. Is that what my eyebrows look to people at Facebreaker?
Your eyebrows.
Wait, can we go back? Let's like this is. Yeah. Wait. Can I tell you which one to pick? All right, that one. Okay, so this one right here. That's my eyebrow.
No, I don't think so. So yeah, one of the huge features in the game is called Photo Game Face. You can import a picture of yourself or anybody you'd like.
You can scan it first, or
a bunch of different ways. You can take a picture with your PlayStation iToy, your Xbox 360 Vision camera, or you can actually just take a digital photo of yourself that you have from your PC or of anybody you find online. Put it through the tool, and it'll generate their face.
Now, something interesting is that some of your team also helped to make Fight Night Round 3, which is a really technical boxing game. Now, does this get as technical as that one?
It's technical, absolutely, but in a different way. I mean, with Freestyle, we wanted to create something that was accessible and easy to pick up. So first of all, it's button-based, not analogs-based.
Okay.
We want it to be super fast, super responsive, and really over the top. So we created something very simple and very easy to pick up and play. And then, the challenge there is always, can we create something with some depth below it? So hardcore gamers will be happy to find that there's a very sophisticated fighting engine below the surface.
Well, everyone's going to get to check it out right now because we're going to start fighting. I think I'm going to be fighting.
Yeah, you're going to be fighting.
All right, so let's see exactly how...
You're fighting Steve.
I don't like Steve, and I think people at home can understand why if you look at his physique. I think a lot of people can figure that one out.
So the gameplay is really big, over-the-top action, really fast.
You can actually see it right here, too.
Yeah, we'll see what Dean's got going for us. There you are.
Look at me! I am pumped! I am doing some ninja boxing right there.
There you go.
Look at that. He is way too overweight to be fighting.
Steve is fantastic.
Okay, so what are some of his special moves that I should be looking out for?
Well, Steve's a ninja, so Steve actually has a teleport move he'll do in the game, but actually you just
I love that you made a fat ninja.
Absolutely.
How great is that?
Absolutely. Steve can jump and barrel roll around in the ring. Look at you're kicking his ass, though.
Okay, so you guys made my character. Do I come custom made with my own special moves?
Yeah, as soon as you take your face, we put it on one of the boxers in our game, and you adopt that boxer's particular fighting style. So you're on Kariko. She's our little sort of party rave girl, and she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. She comes across, she's probably the smallest, tiniest character in the game.
Except for my really large boobs.
Well.
Thank you for that, by the way. How easy is it to control your fighter?
Very simple. Basically, the game can be played at an expert level using 4 buttons and 1 trigger. We really wanted the depth to come in the sophistication of the controls and how you use them, rather than in memorizing a lot of combinations.
So are there any combinations?
Well, there are obviously some combinations, like I said.
But you don't have to know them. We'll try to learn.
You don't have to know them. You can play the game really simply on the surface. We even...
Hey! That is so rude, by the
That's
way.
gonna hurt.
How can you hit a girl with big boobs? That's just rude and unacceptable.
So we have some basic combo system where each character has signature attacks. All attacks have different range, different amount of damage.
Nice.
Oh, you are messed up.
That is great.
Dean, you're doing a great job.
Okay, now what sort of multiplayer modes can you play?
We actually added it, the magic of this game is in multiplayer. We have a single player mode where you sort of fight through a ladder tournament, very punch out style, which is lots of fun, but the magic comes in multiplayer. So we have a mode called Couch Royale. You can customize it anywhere from 2 to 6 players, play it King of the Hill, play it round robin, and it's all about collecting heads. Because in this game, it's all about head hunting and face breaking. And when you face break somebody, you win their head on a trophy mounted on your wall.
Well, okay, you're lead designer, so do you have a favorite mode you like to play in?
I do. I play Couch Royale constantly around the office, and I'd like to say that I win all the time, but a couple of my assistant designers kick my ass.
Well, they are the designers, so
That's true.
you gotta give them something to aspire to.
Yeah, I think they put in cheese.
So how can we be playing Couch Royale? When can we buy it?
Well, we got a demo hitting in about 2 weeks from now on both Xbox and PlayStation, and then the full game hits September 3rd.
Now, what about for the Wii?
We are making a Wii version. It's being done by a separate team. They're adamant about being Wii developers, making a Wii game for Wii gamers.
So we'll announce that
and that's going to be around the holiday season.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here, you guys.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for making me look a little more...
Oh, you're going to face break them.
All right, well, let's send it over to Morgan while I keep kicking ass.
Thanks, Olivia. Now, here to bring us all of today's non-game headlines is Layla Cayley. She's got all the news you need to know. It's time for the feed.
Hey guys, here are your top stories live from the floor of E3 on the 16th of July. Now, Microsoft is not happy about the proposed merger of Yahoo and Google. The two internet giants have made a deal to combine their search engine capabilities and are in the middle of testifying in front of a Senate and House Judiciary Committee. Now, Microsoft is crying monopoly. They say that Google and Yahoo combined own 90% of the market, and that squelches competition. Yahoo and Google argue that combining forces is actually a good thing that helps consumers. Now, speaking of consumers, if you haven't gotten your tickets for The Dark Knight yet, first of all, what's wrong with you? Second of all, you'd better get moving. As of Tuesday, Fandango.com reported 90% of all Dark Knight openings weekend screenings were sold out, and MovieTickets.com already reports 700 sold-out theaters. Christopher Nolan's latest Cape Crusader film has already nabbed more pre-sales than Spider-Man 3, The Two Towers, and Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Buy tickets now or forever suffer the embarrassment, at least until opening weekend is over anyway. Now, in other embarrassing news, if your dance sense is tingling, it's because there is an open casting call for Spider-Man the Musical. To land the part of Peter Parker or his girlfriend Mary Jane, you don't have to climb walls, you just have to be able to sing and dance. Bono and The Edge are composing the music and lyrics for the piece, and if you think you're up to the task, drop the producers a line at spidermancasting@gmail.com. The auditions are Sunday, July 28th at the Knitting Factory in New York City. And finally, if being in a musical doesn't appeal to you but singing along with one does, you should check out Joss Whedon's latest project. Whedon's internet musical Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog launched yesterday and was so flooded with traffic that the site immediately crashed. But don't worry, you can buy the first episode on iTunes for $2 or get a season pass for $4. But hurry up, you can only download Dr. Horrible through July 29th. After that, you'll have to wait for the DVD release. Alright guys, that's all for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. I'm Layla Cayley, and you've just been fed.
Thanks for the update, Layla. Now, let's get back to the action and hear what you think about Dead Space. Earlier in the show, we asked you, what system will you buy Dead Space on? The responses came flying in, and here's what our interns turned up. 49% of you say that you're buying it for the 360, but the PS3 isn't that far behind. Now, you may think we've seen a lot, but there is so much left to cover. Coming up after the break, load up and get ready to take down the shambling masses of Resident Evil 5. Later, we'll head to South America for cold hard cash and plenty of ultraviolence with our hands-on demo of Mercenaries 2. Plus, we'll look at the moody free roamer Infamous, and then we'll chat it up with Ed Boon, who will be here with Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Very exciting. You guys stay with us.
E308 Live is brought to you by Wendy's. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's.
This commercial changed my life.
It all started when I used this free research service.
A computer and a desire to succeed is all you need.
With all the money I made, I bought a new home and a new car.
My goal for next month,
$60,000.
Use your computer to make more.
I love the freedom my home business offers. And the money just keeps getting better.
Not working from home? Then you're missing out on your share of $1 billion industry. Visit this website now.
I make over $9,000 a month working part-time.
I make over $5,000 a month. Never thought I'd make this much right out of school.
All you need is to visit this website.
They showed me how to use the power of television to build real wealth.
I'm making over $12,000 a month.
Check it out yourself. You'll see why I love working from home.
Ready for more wealth? Put your computer to work now. Start making more from your home by going to this website today.
Log on to 82hbiz.com now.
If you're not watching Code Monkeys, then you're missing out.
Give me the best boob job $200 can buy.
On the best 8-bit animated series in history.
Quick, help me put them in my mouth.
Code Monkeys Season 2.
I'm home.
Where's my dinner, bitch?
Ow!
All new episodes Sunday night at 10. Part of G4 Stay Out of the Sun Summer.
Welcome back to G4's exclusive live coverage of E3 OA Live presented by Wendy's. You can do your room now. There it is. It's all about the games. We said goodbye to the hype and just embrace the comfort of hands-on demos.
That's right. All this week, the best of the best is being played on this very stage. And if that's not enough, we're actually out on the floor with the latest news and all the insider information that you can possibly handle. We've got E3 covered from wall to wall, floor to ceiling,
door to door.
We got a guy in the parking lot checking validations, you name it. We got somebody there.
We don't wear bracelets because we have to be on air and we get stopped. It's very hardcore in here. You have to wear a bracelet. You guys in this hour get electrified by Infamous. Well, or is it Infamous? Infamous, I believe. Yeah, we'll see what it's like to play the good guy and the bad guy in this sandbox superhero game for the PlayStation 3.
Plus, we'll see if Cape Crusaders fight fair in the game that brings together two very different groups of characters. Get ready for Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
And we've got the game that sends you down a mountain with a whole group of your friends, Shaun White snowboarding.
As a matter of fact, Zach is actually hanging out with the Olympic gold medalist in the Coke Zero Lounge right now.
Yeah, and I don't know if you recognize this, but he forgot to invite us once again.
Oh, how convenient.
Yo, I'm hanging out at the G4 Coke Zero Gamers Lounge, one of my favorite places at E3, and you just never know what kind of unique, cool individual you're gonna run into while you're hanging up here. Myself, I'm hanging out with skateboard and snowboard champ, Mr. Shaun White.
How are you?
All right, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
So what does this game encompass? Is it just sort of like tricks on half pipes? Are there racing features? What's the balance like?
Well, I mean, that was the whole point, is they came to me and were like, you know, we want to do this game, and I'd been thinking about it a ton, and at that point, I really thought about what I wanted to put in the game, and what I've seen that other games lack, you know, because I play a ton of games, and so I really wanted to develop like an awesome backcountry riding, where it's more realistic in the sense that you can go wherever you want to go, and you can literally hit the jumps in it, and it's not such like this dead giveaway, like here's a jump, it's covered around, squared off in blue,
right? You gotta find it yourself,
and then you follow the run. It's like you literally you go wherever you want, and you know, you just kind of flow with it. So it's pretty cool.
So in your own words, how would you describe, let's just say, you know, a moment where you're going down a mountain, you hit a jump, and you're flying for 150 feet?
For me, I pretty much told them, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going at this jump, right? All I see is just this giant snow wall. I have no idea what's going down there. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's kind of like especially backcountry, not like in the park I'm talking about. So, you know, you get to the very edge and you hit this jump, and then, okay, it turns out it's like this big cliff over a crevasse, and, you know, as the character jumps off, the camera pulls back to reveal like what's going on.
Can you get to these spots with like a helicopter, a snowmobile in the game, that kind of thing? Do you have certain modes of transport?
Well, you can actually just get off your board and walk around. I'm pretty sure we're working on doing some heli stuff and some snowmobile stuff, but most of it's just like actually just what I would naturally do. I just take my board off, hike back up, and hit it again.
Now, there's a multiplayer experience as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can you kind of explain how that works?
It's cool. It's like if you were gonna actually just go ride on your own anyways, you call up a friend, you go meet at the mountain, and it's just the same thing. You go pick runs, but I think I'm not explaining how vast the mountains are. They're just huge. So I mean, you could just keep going to the one direction,
out there,
and you could go find your one favorite run and keep hitting it, and then meet up with your friend and be like, follow me to this one spot, or just like how I'd be on the mountain describing to you, like, oh, well, you're gonna go down this cliff band, you're gonna go to your left, and you're gonna see this, and and it's pretty much you go find your own runs.
Can you make out with someone on a chairlift?
You could snowball them, but
yeah,
nice. You know, I think
I've never done.
A little forbidden fruit right there.
Yeah, you know, that'll be the next level. It'll be next year. Yeah. All right, Sean Waite, thanks a lot for hanging out in the Gamers Lounge here. We had a good time. I'm telling you right now, Sean Waite Snowboarding, it's groundbreaking as the man it's named after. I can't wait to play this title in full depth. Back to you.
All right, Zach. Thank you so much for the report.
Yes, Tony Hawk is on the ropes thanks to EA's Skate. The game was a hit for the PS3 and the Xbox 360 last year, and it gave us a whole new take on snowboarding games.
And now the Wii is getting some love with Skate It. Rich Hardwick is on the floor with the latest.
All right, I'm here with Jay from EA Games. We're standing in front of Skate It, which is really kind of like an extension of Skate, but migrated over to the Wii. So do you want to tell us a little bit about how it works?
Yeah, this is kind of our spin-off. The original Skate was awesome, focused on the sticks, focused on the analog, and bringing Flick It and that new game experience over to those consoles.
You know the problem with that? You can't use your legs.
It's true. Skateboarding is on your feet, and you got to use them. And Nintendo's got the balance board, and it's awesome. Nit's playing on it back here.
Yeah, you can see Nit rocking the board down there, and he's playing, and the controls are incredibly simple, but it still feels realistic. You really just use the A and B button on the Wii remote, and your legs, and that's pretty much it, and everything else is pretty...
It works like a skateboard. He's turning, shifting his weight back and forth, a little extra push on it to get off of the ground and do all the Flick It tricks, all the skate tricks you could do with the remote and on skate.
And not just being gamers, but you guys are also hardcore skaters, so you really wanted to get the physics of it down. I know we were talking earlier, and you said when you jump higher, you will land harder on the ground, so you really wanted to make it feel as much like a skating experience as possible.
Yeah, you wanted to bring that feeling. Skating's inherently fun. I love it. We got to pay it respect, and I just wanted to share it. We all just wanted to share it because it is really cool. And real physics just makes everybody get it. It's not a special game world physics. It's real physics, and it just makes sense.
Yeah, I saw this dude in the game getting messed up pretty hard, which I think is pretty awesome. So, Skate It, EA Games, coming out this fall. Check it out. Back to you guys.
Chris, thank you so much for that report.
All right, let's hand it over to Olivia, our official E3 pollster.
Thanks, guys. We want to know what you think with the latest X poll. What Mortal Kombat versus DC matchup are you looking forward to the most? Is it A, Catwoman versus Sonya, B, Batman versus Scorpion, or C, Superman versus, well, anybody? Tell us what you think at G4TV.com/E3 or text E3 G44898. We'll have the results in just a bit. I wish you guys could see what I just saw. Just now, Adam Sessler was torn from the camera because he almost walked into my frame. He's good. He's okay right now. It's time to take a break, but we'll be right back with more from E3. First, we'll test out our, Kevin! Adam, would you like to walk now too? Go. There you go. This is what it's like to be live. Okay, guys, coming up, we're gonna test out our electric superpowers with Infamous, and then we'll hear from Mortal Kombat creator Ed Boon about his mashup with the DC Universe. Plus, we'll creep and crawl with the spiders and snakes of deadly creatures, and don't forget, Resident Evil 5 and Little Big Planet are still coming up on E308 Live. You guys stay with us. Everybody walk! Everybody walk now!
E308 Live is brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero, real Coke taste and 0 calories. And by ITT Technical Institute, providing you a place to prepare for your digital future.
And here